is the character Yew Primitive, the heavy primitive that I'm making from a stave that my mate Rob gave me. I'm reducing the heartwood off the belly, but I'm doing it at the edges first, sort of getting the edge of the heartwood quite close to the sapwood, so it's got like a curved belly that matches the curved back, so the cross section is something like that, then with a little gap either side where the junction of heartwood and sapwood is. Now the advantage of working the edges at an angle like that is that it gives you a line to work to, and then you can remove wood off the belly. So if you effectively you make the belly like a V, and then you can take the V off. It's just a good way of working it rather than trying to go straight across. This is about the third time I've had it on the tiller. First time I got it roughed out. I thought, just beginning to flex. I'll try it on the tiller, pulled it to 80 pounds and the tips moved about 1/4 of an inch. So I've taken quite a bit more off. I'm not sure quite what I'm aiming at, because I'm not sure if it's going to end up being for me or someone else. So I'm thinking sort of 75, 80 is a reasonable target to start with. She's certainly moving now. You'll hear cracks and pops. That will be the bark actually cracking, so don't panic. Because it acts as nature's strain gauge. I'll be able to see where the cracks are, and that will show me where the limb is bending most. So that's 80. 80 at about 15. Give it a good old whack of the yarn. Now I suspect this limb will be the weaker, but that will be the upper one. I'll show you some of the features on it, and also how I mark a bow as I do it. That shows you the waggle. And you'll see I've written leave there. I've relieved the handle slightly, but that side I want to leave basically. It would be for a right-handed archer, so that will be your arrow pass. This will get relieved to sit on the back of my thumb better. The knot slightly interesting, but that might fit between the fingers or slightly below it. You know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. There's a big crack. That's the centre of the log, and you'll see there's a sort of crack there, but that's just radiating out from the centre. It's not really an issue. And if you look at my old go-to primitive twister, there's a similar effect. You've got the central pith there, and you can see splits radiate out. It's just the way wood dries and checks. I've written rasp there because the draw knife was digging in, and I can feel that's a thin point. And if you turn it over, you'll see there's a crack in the bark. So yes, it's flexing there. The bark's not really starting to come off too much yet. Yeah, I've got another crack there. So there's this scruffy bit where something was rubbing on it. Fortunately it's fairly clean there still. The bark's just beginning to lift and pop there. Another crack there. Oh, we've got a nice crack there. So it shows I've got flex in the whole limb. Ideally, as the bow bends further, you'll see a series of cracks at regular intervals. Yeah, I've got one there, which is quite nice. One there, none at the tip, a bit fat at the tip still. But you see the idea, I'm working it down to almost a point where sapwood and heartwood meet, but the belly's curved, sort of matches the back. Still a lot of wood to remove, so, and it will generally be made slimmer. So the finished bow, I wanted to keep it quite wide maximum and out to a real nice slim point there, so it's a nice sort of spear shaped, leaf shaped limb. It should be really pretty when it's finished.